Let's talk about pre-production and how important it is when you really want to step up your videos as a cinematographer. If you're new here, my name is Luca and I'm a run and gun filmmaker who loves shooting mini branded doc for clients and capturing the everyday life of Bali and Indonesia. To be honest, I've been exploring Southeast Asian cultures for the last 6 years, and getting deeper into this culture really made me fall in love into capturing these candid moments, which you might think, if they're so candid and so unexpected, so unplanned, why do you still need to do pre-production? Well, let me prove you wrong. I've learned it the hard way myself. To be honest, I was one of them who, just come up with an idea and then go out and shoot it. And then I come back home to my studio, started editing. And what happened? It just didn't work out the way I wanted it to be. This is why it doesn't matter if you're shooting something for free, if you're shooting something small, if you're shooting something for a small client, a big client, you always have to do the work in pre-production, because this will help you visualize the idea that you have. Because let's be honest, even right now, I'm in a forest 2 hours from home shooting, a YouTube video, and I'm gonna shoot a sequence of some locals for fun. Even then, if I have some sort of idea of what focal length, what shots, what angles I wanna use, this can help me so much while I'm shooting and after I'm shooting in post-production. And this is where Filmvibes come into place. I've been using their service for a few months now, and honestly, I can't really find anything similar anywhere else. They have a very specific cinematic look that I really resonate with. I spend a lot of the time looking for the right shots that I can recreate within my films. Not only I look for similar lighting condition, but honestly, most of the time I'm just looking for different and good angles. One feature that I really like within Filmvibes is that you don't only have access to stills from commercials and movies, but also GIFs. This means that you can potentially pick some of these GIFs, create a short edit out of it, and give it to the client as an idea of what you want to create. So if you'd like to check out Filmvibes, click the link on top of the description. Probably like some of you guys, I used to shoot music, festivals, and events a lot. And to be honest, I was never great at it. Yes, I was good at it, but there were so many people that were so much better than me. And I couldn't understand why couldn't I put just the time in to get better, plan the transitions, plan what I wanted to shoot. I just couldn't put effort into it. So I really think that one thing that's very important when it comes to pre-production is that you really have to love what you're shooting, because otherwise you can't really just put effort into finding the right shot for it. If I'm working on something that I'm very passionate about, I will put so much more time into it. So definitely try and shoot exactly what you want to be shooting, and ultimately you will get to a point where you're only taking on clients of projects that you really want to be doing, which will make your pre-production so much better and so much easier overall. So here's how I tackle an idea that I just came up with. For example, in this instance, I really wanted to go back in a specific part of Bali. It's not really the Bali that you used to see. In fact, it's probably the opposite. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's wet, it's cold. It can go down as low as 15 to 10 degrees in rainy season or wet season, which is right now. You can definitely get beautiful sunrises up here too and beautiful landscape, but especially in wet season, it's moody, it's foggy, it's cloudy, and it kind of reminds me of Italy, where I'm from. So the idea for this video was to pretty much just drive up there for sunrise and then capture a couple of locals doing their daily routines in the early morning. I wanted something very gritty, very moody, very cloudy. So once I have the idea, now the next step is to find inspiration. What angles am I shooting? What am I shooting? What lens am I shooting? All of these things is what I use Filmvibes for. So this story that we want to tell is very simple, but Filmvibe is going to help me to understand what angle and lenses do I want to bring. For example, after I looked it up for a few minutes, I typed in fog, forest, haze, blue hour, all of these things, and then I found already a few ideas that I want to capture. For example, a rotating shot looking up. It's something very cool, and you can use this as a transition. So we'll take this shot and save it. And then after I find a few shots that I like here and there, what I'll do, I'll just save them all, put them into my Notion, And here I start to get an idea of what I need to capture in that moment. Now, depending on the video that you're shooting, for example, for a sequence like this for a YouTube video that I'm shooting outside, I'm not gonna script anything because I want to be able to just capture what's happening, but I want to be able to exactly know kind of what shots that I wanna get so I can chase those shots. But for a YouTube video like this one, for example, another thing I would do is scripting down word by word exactly what I wanna be teaching you. This is so that I can transmit exactly what I want to be transmitting you without actually missing any points. And to be honest, I never really repeat word after word, but what's really helping me here is just reading the whole paragraph before actually turning the camera on, and then repeating that paragraph with my own words. And this is helping me a lot. This is very personal though. I feel like everybody's different. I have a lot of friends who do YouTube, and a lot of friends just have bullet points, for example, rather than a whole paragraph. So just keep in mind that this can change a lot depending on how you are. And this brings us to the end of the video. I really encourage you guys to go out and try these tips by yourself. Honestly, since I started doing pre-production and scripting everything I do, it elevated my content so much. So definitely give it a try for yourself and try Film Vibes. And again, thank you Film Vibes for sponsoring this video. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you again for sticking around until here. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.